Good morning. I've got to talk quiet, but it is exactly 5 o'clock and the wife is still in bed next door and I'm probably still in bed in my head. Sort of. Anyway, it is, I always have to check, what a memory, 29th of November, where's the cursor gone? 2015. I have been asked, I've got some other sort of questions to ask for anyway. Well, so about that. Again, I've been asked by a young gentleman of 28, what do I look like without my cap? Lo and behold, I will expose myself. No, don't worry, just this bit. Isn't he good looking? Right. I took the thing off in 58 hours. Well, I don't know whether it's improvement or what. Anyway, I have to wear, like I said, on the young 28-year-old's rambling channel. Not quite so bad at the moment because it's not daylight, obviously. I do have very light sensitive eyes. And if I wear dark glasses, like you would think, I can't see properly like that either. Can't see that good in the dark at all. As I've got a torch, so I can't even drive my mobility scooter, even though it's got a nice big lamp on it and all the other back and front, left and right lamps and all the rest of it you can work. And in the daylight, especially the sun, I see nothing. I put that cap on and it's just like a screen from the top. Because I've still got cataract in one eye. Excuse me, if no one's got a cataract, it's like a fog. And when it gets dark, really bad daylight, get bright daylight or sun, it makes it worse. But my other eye, which had a cataract was done, and it takes over. I see crystal clear with it, and I hardly notice the other one until them sort of effects. That is why you're saying that I wear a cap. But as I say, it's not too bad in here. The lamp on here sometimes dodgy. If I watch a movie and it's full screen on here, I turn that lamp off because I don't know. There is a difference. Obviously, if I do this now I can see better like that. I probably look better like that. There's a lamp over in the corner. I can see it much clearer. More black and white, if you like, because I'm colourblind, than when it's like that, but not too bad. But with a film, it can make a difference. Depends on how good the film is, the quality of the film. Right, other matters. Not really big matters. Lucky puts out questions now and again. I'll try and do the background. Last night, I ended up watching about 3/4 left of a film that my wife had on because I'd gone to bed. We'd been out all day, Christmas club, wife's Christmas club, and that, and I had to get knackered. I'd been up since 5. I got up and she's watching a thing called Christmas Every Day. Now, those of you who've ever seen Groundhog years ago, I can see him, but I can't think of his name. He was in Ghostbusters as well. That bloke who keeps waking up or whatever and dreaming the same day every day. Well, it's like that. The film's about 20 years old. I've looked it up. The bloke is an actor now. I think it's Eric something Dinkin, something like that. But he's only 13 in this. He takes the mickey out of his sister, who's a lot younger than him. He's 13 in it. She's something like about 6 or 7, and he's quite a nasty git. And he says it's not real because she keeps on, and he really has a go. And she said, I wish it was Christmas every day. He said, goes to bed, wakes up in the morning. Well, for the next 3 or 4 days, it's Christmas every day. He can't convince anybody that he knows everything that's coming because he's seen it over and over again. Anyway, the point is, how do we know that? This is a good one, but lucky this is. How do we know that we're not living the same day after day. I mean, in this, the kid is the only one who can remember. It's Another Christmas Day is the only one to probably do anything he likes and remember it all. They don't. But supposing you don't. Supposing we all live, God forbid anybody's in the middle of a war or something, the same day every single day. We wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that I might have made this 1 billion times. No memory, only the memory that's in our head this day, the memories from now going back to when you was a baby. Now, how would we know? Because there is a theory that, not too brilliant on this one, that the Earth is one big giant recording machine. Okay, anything's possible. Aliens, the whole lot. I ain't even done my beard yet. I just got up for a couple of hours and go back to bed. You know, we just go round and round and round in circles. Boy, I don't know. We're back to like, where did we come from and all that, and who made this. You know, I'm not interested in all that. It just drives you bloody mad. But I wonder, you know, now you think of it, how would we know that this isn't happening all the time, second for second? The actual second is going back the same second, the same second, the same second, the same second. We wouldn't know. Like a goldfish is supposed to swim round. It's got a, what is it, 10-second memory? It doesn't remember, and that's why I suppose it don't commit suicide, like, you know. Like someone being in the nick. That'd be handy in the nick, you wouldn't know, would it? So anyway, that is my posing question. Comments, no matter how horrible they are, about how I look. Not a lot of difference really. I'm still as ugly as ever. But with a balder head, see that? Bald head. I suppose I should do them like this when I do my little songs, I suppose, because I do look down a lot of chords, especially new chords. Yeah, I wondered that before, that bald head. Right, well, I better not push me luck with the other half waking up. I can hear her in there. You know, so I thought, just snort a while. Couple of hours, and go back to bed for a few hours. Stay in today, probably. Too cold. God, it did get cold yesterday. It wasn't too bad when we first went out. We had the heating on in the van. I mean, the van is as big as Bry's. It takes me and my wife around. Me and my leg on my scooter, and my wife and a power, also an electric chair, and a power chair, and they're quite big. So as soon as you got the van warm up, it's time to get out of your destination. Big diesel one it is. I don't know, it probably isn't quite as big as Bry's. It's probably as tall, or whatever the expression is, and not as long. I suppose one person could live, you wouldn't be able to have what Bry's got, showers and cooking and sink and all that. It just wouldn't be big enough for that. But it's still quite big. Anyway, so we was out all day long. We went to Bluewater. For the first time it has actually beaten us. We could not find a parking space, not one. Everyone was milling around. It's a good job we'd only just got some diesel filled up as well. That's the first time it's beaten us in 13 years or whatever it is. We've been going there near enough when it opened. You always found at least one place. You know, cool, we're lucky we got that. Not this time, so we just didn't go home, we just drove around and just come back home. Where did we end up? I ain't a clue now. Memory's gone again. Did we go to dock? No. We started going home and we went into another place that we used to go and look, one of the Harvester. And lo and behold, there was a parking space. Well, no, there's a woman just coming out of the disabled parking space. There's only 3. Ridiculous, isn't it? So we got in there, and of course, you can't always get in even with a space because of the angle of the van. We ain't got to worry about the side doors. Only come out there to get the diesel or something, but then we come out the back on the, what do you call it? They don't call it hydraulic lifts now, they call it some other bloody thing. No, up and down on that, it takes part of our vehicles. Anyway, I'm going on, I'm rambling now. So, I'll leave you with that question. And it's a good morning from me and the sleeping other half. Tinky Carney, folks.